Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Bedford County Sports Talk Live. Today, I have with me the community coaches on the Community Coaches Show, Coach Chris Grooms and Coach Ryan Eady. Good to have you guys sitting back here. I'm filling in for Bill Anderson today while he's off gallivanting around at MTSU and the
Oh, yes.
Skyboxes. Um, I didn't know MTSU was going to play on Wednesday night, but they say they're playing Wednesday night, then they got a Tuesday night game, then they got a Thursday night. They're playing every
Yeah. The Conference USA, they started scheduling, which is pretty smart on their part.
yeah.
That way they can get actual people to watch, tune
Well,
in and
yeah.
watch them and see it. I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, they give some of these smaller schools opportunity to get some prime time.
Oh, yes.
It'll be on. I think it's streaming on ESPN Plus or something like
Mhm.
that. So while he's up there eating steak, we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about some high school football.
Sounds good.
This past week, you played Grundy County. Um, took a loss, 37-18, but you got to be looking at the offense and saying you're getting a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. We came in with game plan. We was waiting. We kind of knew that all season. We was talking about when we got to region play, we was going to make a quarterback swap and bring Mekhi Fleming back there at quarterback since everybody wanted a game plan for him.
Right.
We just went ahead and put him at quarterback. We brought Aaron Graff in as a slot, a little fast freshman. Isaac Jacobs, he's a sophomore. He's extremely fast. We got our Jets going early. Then we took a couple shots downfield off of it. Got to the red zone. I want to say the second play of the game.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't punch it in. That was our fault, I guess.
Yeah.
Got down there. I didn't have a couple formation swaps because we moved some people around. So a couple of our packages were out that week where we wanted to jump into it. We had to wait to halftime to make that adjustment.
Well, having Fleming at quarterback, does that give him an opportunity to get more involved in the offense, or is he more like the leader as far as they're getting the ball in the right hands, or how do you look at that, moving him there to that spot?
Well, we put him there because it opens everything else up because they're so worried about him coming out the back door
Right.
and running, and he's got an extremely good deep ball. So he can throw it 40, 50 yards down the field, and that's what was getting Grundy on a few times was the deep ball. He's accurate on it, able to lead, and then all eyes are on him. So it's easier for my running back like Braxton Landers. He had a had a great game
He had a great game.
because we'd feed him the ball and then Mekhi carry out the fake and he'd take all the linebackers with him. So Landers had running lanes.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
it opened up a lot of opportunity for him too.
well, Grundy's 4-2, so obviously they're a pretty good team.
Yes.
And for you guys to put up 18 against them, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. Who are some of the players from the beginning of the year, from that season opener and before, as you were getting prepared during your scrimmages till now? Who are some of the players that have stepped up and maybe have made some of the most improvements?
Isaac Jacobs from year one till now is drastic different. Aaron Graff, he's come along. He's figured out what we needed from him on offense, so he's working. Jace Matthews, our left guard, he is first year playing with us, and he has developed into a pretty good guard as far as pass protecting, pulling. I mean, it's awesome to watch him work.
Like you said, Logan too. Logan Landers, he really stepped up.
Yeah.
Okay. On your offensive line, your front five there, how many are freshmen, sophomore? How does that break down? You gave it to us earlier in the year, but let's review that and let's talk about some of those guys blocking up front. Who you got there?
Well, my center's a sophomore,
Okay.
my left guard's a sophomore, and my left tackle's he's a junior. My right guard is a senior, and my right tackle is a sophomore.
Okay, so
That's
you got
Evan Jeans, yeah.
you got youth. You got one senior you're losing. Okay,
Yes.
is there somebody else that's going to step in that comes in now and relieves him some, or you come in, you bring, or you
Right now we've not bbeen subbing them, but we use a whole lot of them during practice.
I got you.
But during game wise, he's a senior, and he's
there, yeah,
he's real good at pulling. You don't want to take that from him.
right.
Leave him on the field, let him get his playing time, let him have some fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't use them a lot on defense.
Right.
We expect them to be out there.
Okay. So Fleming is a senior.
Yes,
And
sir.
then you've got who else you got in the backfield and at receiver now, and what grades are they in?
I've got
And
a wide receiver, Owen Cole. It's a first year
right,
player. He's
yeah,
a senior. He's our tight end, wide receiver type. He's the only one we're losing.
right,
Yeah. Then you go to your slots. You got Isaac Jacobs, who's a sophomore. Aaron Graff, who's a freshman. We also use another freshman, our little Charlie Haskins. We use him a lot. We used Luis Butler, who's a sophomore as wide receiver. Our running back's a sophomore, Braxton Landers, and QB Niles. We got him in. He's a freshman.
right, yeah.
So the offense is ready
Man,
to roll next year.
yeah, yeah. I think that I mean these last what you got 4 left.
Yes, sir.
You got 4 games left. Those 4 games, you're still going to see some improvement, and you're going to set things up for next year. But this year's not over yet.
No, sir.
Right.
I mean, you've lost 1 region game, and the rest of them are region games. So
Yes, sir.
you got opportunity coming up. Let's see who we got here. We got Sequatchie coming up.
Sequatchie
County at home, and it's homecoming.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about homecoming for a minute. How is it different as a head coach and as a coach at all? How is it that the staff keeps these guys focused on football instead of all the other stuff?
It's hard to, but you just kind of tell them the minutes they've got with us out there on the field. They got to be focused, just like football during the game. You got 48 minutes. You got to be locked in. The rest of it, you can kind of have a little bit of fun. We got a night pep rally parade / coming Thursday night.
Parade, okay.
Yeah, it's
that's
a parade
good, yeah.
coming.
Y'all were talking about that last week.
Yeah.
Got what time is the parade? And where's it going to be?
It's going to be at 6 p.m. over at Community High School. Kids are walking in it. The classes have done floats. I think it's Brad Brown and Cam Pruitt was leading this. So I'm interested to see how it all turns out.
Is that going to be down the main road and then come in onto the campus and then come around the track? What are you going to do there?
Sure.
I'll be honest, we're not sure.
You're not sure. You're not in charge. Okay.
We're focused on Sequatchie.
All right. You're not worried about the parade, but you know what's happening.
Yes.
I got you. Somebody's going to figure it out, and there'll be a parade. But right now, I want to stop and thank our sponsors, Shelbyville Animal Clinic, Dr. Stephen Stimson and Dr. Andrea Anderson at 628 North Main Street. They are your small animal specialist here in Shelbyville. So if you have a dog or cat and need work done, give them a call at 931-684-8088, and they will take care of you. Coach, Sequatchie County coming up. What are you focused on right now as far as Sequatchie County goes? Is there anything that you just got to focus on?
Well, we always got to focus on the QB run game. They got a QB read game. They killed us on it last year, so I expect them to come back to it this year. We did a pretty good job last year causing some chaos on them early on in the game. Ended up being a shootout, if I recall, at the end. Well, we come out at halftime. We opened up. They opened up. It was like a 7-on-7 football game.
All right, so they're spread out. You got to cover the whole field. How aggressive can you get up on the line of scrimmage when you've got that situation going?
Well, we try to keep it simple. Our game plans for our kids, that way they don't got to think.
Okay.
You put them in a predicament where they're thinking they're trying to do too many jobs at one time, and then they're doing no job. So they know their keys and what they're going after, and as long as we make the tackles, we'll be all right.
Okay, on offense, what do you think as far as you guys go with moving Fleming back to quarterback? What about Sequatchie County have you seen, and what do you feel like you have an opportunity at? Do you feel like that you're going to get him out on the edge some? You're going to throw, or you're going to continue to do what you're doing with him back there after last week?
We're going to continue to basically same game plan. We always got a couple packages we throw in. Because throughout the season, you got different packages you slowly develop. And having a young team, we've taken it slow with them. So we introduced a couple new packages to them this week and focused a whole lot on it. So hopefully that gives them a problem lining up if they ain't seen it in a while.
How many times did you punt this past week at Grundy?
None.
Okay, how is that situation? If you have to punt, we
got a punter. We're ready to go
now.
Yeah. We got a punter, James Boland. He goes back there. He punts. He's solid. Austin Stickler's our long snapper. He's got it down. I mean, we do a pretty good job as far as punting and getting down the field. And we might have punted once at Grundy, but I don't think we did.
Well, that's a good sign. That means that you're on into the middle of the field at least, and you're not.
We was in the red zone, 4 to 5 times.
Yes.
And then convert. So that was one of the big things we worked on this week. We got to convert in the red zone.
All right, well, good. I hope to see you guys in the red zone a whole bunch Friday night.
Oh, yes.
And the red zone, punching it in with homecoming going on, then that'd be nothing better than get your first win on homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's a lot of festivities going on probably. So what time do you guys start? 6:30 with all that stuff, or 6:30?
They've not told me on exactly on homecoming time.
Okay.
We just kind of play. I told them some of our kids will be out because they're in homecoming. They'll be taking pictures. I told them we'll warm up with what we got. We'll get ready. We've done it for 10 years now.
Yeah.
I said, so we let them plan and come up with what they want to do, and we just focus on the game.
Well, coaches, I wish y'all the best of luck this coming night, this coming Friday night. Get out there to Community High School. Home game, homecoming. If you're an alumni, you definitely got to be here for that game because everybody goes back to homecoming. And let's fill the place up and get out and support these guys. And coaches, I appreciate you guys sitting down again with us. And again, we want to thank our sponsors, Chevrolet Animal Clinic here in Shelbyville at 628 North Main Street. And we'll be back next week, hopefully, to talk about a win for community.
That's a game plan.
Yes, sir. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again next week, same time.